5 o'clock on this Saturday evening, September 19th, 2020. It's time now for the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Saturday evening, September 19th, 2020. It's 5 o'clock. Mountain temperature is 62 degrees. Top stories on the Peter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Saturday evening is New York will honor Ruth Bader Ginsburg with statue in Brooklyn. Trump's list of possible Supreme Court nominees. Biden's polling leads near his magic number. A package containing the poison written and addressed to Trump intercepted by law enforcement. U.S. death toll hits 2,000 in coronavirus deaths. Discussing Ruth Bader Ginsburg replacement doesn't dishonor her, Brit Hume says. Record-breaking storm season spawned slow-moving beta along an already battered Gulf Coast. Southern California is rocked by a 4.5 magnitude earthquake. Trump's plea deal also exposed the follies of the West Middle East experts. Belarus protests opposition act on 73 among hundreds detained in Minsk. U.S. prepares to reimpose UN sanctions on Iran over objection of world powers. Alexei Navalny shares photo speaks of innocent despair when waking from coma. Less than 1 week after feeling the full force of Hurricane Paulette, residents of Bermuda are prepared for a strike from powerful Hurricane Teddy. Tropical storm beta turns toward Texas. China for Trump's WeChat and TikTok ban. Alexei Navalny says he's recovering from the poisoning. A Serbian second war routers have been monitored since the cruise across Africa has become Tropical Storm Wilfred. Poland and Indonesia on Saturday reported the number of daily COVID-19 cases. President Trump said on Canada would like to reopen the border as after the United States, Canada, and Mexico extended a non-essential travel ban. House Foreign Affairs Chairman subpoenas U.S. global media chief. Protesters returned to Portland streets after pausing during the studio smoke. In the hours after the deaths of Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, all current and former U.S. presidents issued statements on the liberal Star Wars legacy. Coronavirus pandemic created a new routine for many workers in the Attleboro area. All federal teachers school board attended the pact. Mansfield, one person was seriously injured in a rollover accident Friday night and was flown by a medical helicopter to a hospital. Tottenham's budding bookworms get really own little free library as the young residents of Riverside Apartments on Paul Becker Drive can take a book, return a book anytime they like. Brockton are looking back on 6 strange months of COVID-19 as they await the 6-month landmark in the anniversary of when COVID-19 made its impact in the U.S. 6 gunshots fired in early morning Brockton shooting. 3 students at Brockton Cardinal Spellman positive for COVID-19. Peter Channel News Time is 5:03. Death toll from COVID-19 pandemic extends far beyond virus victims. Coronavirus vaccine doesn't depend on President Trump's periodic doctor explains. Long-haul COVID-19 complication wheel. And Russia's top space official trying to claim that the president Venus belongs to the Kremlin. Peter Channel News Time is 5:04. Time now for Sports Report. Boston Celtics optimistic that Gordon Hayward would be active with Game 3 against Miami Heat. Game time, 8:30 p.m. The Boston Red Sox taking on the New York Yankees. Game time, 7:30 p.m. at Fenway Park. In the bottom of the third inning, the Oakland A's landed the San Francisco Giants. No score for bottom of the 3. And Stanley Cup Finals, Game 1 and 7:30 p.m. in Toronto between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Dallas Stars. Tom Dumoulin and Wood and Van Eyder then left in shock as Jumbo Visma's towards the France victory rates. LeBron James have a really grappling NBA MVP voters and Big Ten football schedule releases. Peter Channel News Time is 5:04. Time now for Peter Channel traffic and transit check. beep on the MBTA subway system. Looking good. Commuter rail. Looking good. And the ferry say looking good. Okay, let's take a look at highways and byways of New England on this late on a Saturday evening. Rhode Island looking good. Cape Now isn't looking good. 128 southbound side. A little bit slow between 24 Kent and then on the Braintree split and Severs Expressway. Northbound side. So on the Braintree split, Severs Expressway stop slow between back down the Dorchester. Route 1 on the northbound side. Low slow on the Charlestown stretch and 128 southbound side. So between 95 and Peabody Oriented. 93 out of the Redden area. 3 to the southbound side. Little slow around 128 Burlington. Central Mass highways are looking good. Western Mass looking good. 84 westbound side, also Waterbury, Connecticut, and 95 on the northbound side, also during Connecticut, and Merritt Parkway westbound, also Norwalk, Connecticut, and up in northern New England. 39395, looking good around the Grand Estate. Main turn back a little bit, so on York, Maine, but wise. Main turn back looking good from York down in Augusta, Maine, and New Hampshire and Vermont highways are looking good. Peter Children's time, 5:06. Time now for weather report. The latest on Teddy, 120 mile per hour winds as of 5 p.m. Minimum set pressure 958 millibars, 26.7 at the north, 60.2 to the west, at movement northwest at 13 miles an hour. As while the center of Chinese forecast to move east of Bermuda by late Sunday or Monday. Tropical conditions are likely on the island beginning on Sunday evening. And today expected to transition to a powerful post-tropical cyclone as it moves out near or over portions of Atlantic Canada early next week, where there is an increased risk of the direct impacts with a wind and storm surge. And residents there should closely monitor the progress of the Teddy and updates to the forecast. And large swells produced by Teddy are expected to affect portions of the Liberty Islands and the Greater Antilles and the Bahamas, Bermuda, and the East Coast of the United States and Atlantic Canada during the next 3 days. And these swells could cause life-threatening surf and rip current conditions. And Wolford, 40 mile per hour winds, minimum set pressure 1,007 millibars, 14.0 to the north, 39.2 to the west, and movement northwest northwest at 14 miles an hour. And Tiny Wolford moving west northwest at 5 p.m. Atlantic Standard Time. Center of the tropical storm Wolford was located in latitude 14.0 to the north, latitude 39.2 to the west. And Wolford is moving toward the west northwest to 14 miles per hour. And this general motion is expected to be continued but Sunday, followed by westward motion late Sunday and Monday. And back to the same winds near 40 miles per hour, where gusts and little change of strength is expected during the next day or so. And weekend is expected on Monday, and Wolford is expected to dissipate by Tuesday. And tropical reports with extent hours of 45 miles out from the center, and it's minimum set pressure 1,007 millibars of 29.74 inches. It's going to be that 6 mile per hour winds, minimum set pressure 994 millibars and 26.6 north at 92.7 to the west at movement west at 2 miles an hour. Estimated expected slow motion rate as the potential produce a long duration rainfall event along the western Gulf Coast, and the potential prolonged period of rainfall could cause flash and urban and river flooding, especially where tide levels are above normal. Life-threatening storm surge and hurricane force winds are possible along portions of the northwestern Gulf Coast, with tropical storm conditions expected by late this weekend. And storm surge and hurricane warnings and tropical storm watches and hurricane warnings, and hurricane watches and tropical storm warnings are in effect, and residents in those areas should ensure they have a hurricane plan in place and follow advice given by local officials. Okay, service number 1. Shower activity has increased a little today in association with post-tropical cyclone Pollen, which is moving southward at a few hundred miles southwest of the Azores. And the cyclone is forecast to continue southward for the next day or so, and then soar over the marginally warm waters a few hundred miles south of the Azores. The cyclone could subsequently develop tropical or subtropical characteristics by early next weekend. While it moves a little, for more information about marine hazards associated with the system, see IC forecast issued by Mateo Facts. Formation chance of 40 hours, medium 50%, formation chance of 5 days, medium 60%. And service number 2, tropical wave is located where it's coast of Africa and will move westward over the eastern Atlantic during the next few days. And the development of the system is no longer expected. Formation chance of 40 hours, low near 0%, and formation chance of 5 days, low near 0%. Okay, take a look at the forecast discussion. Cooler than normal and dry weather will persist in the early next weekend as Hurricane Teddy will lift off and pass well east of our region early this week before moving about the Canadian Maritimes, and only impacts for some New England will be ice surf and parkers, a minor coastal flood and beach erosion, but dry weather will persist. Temperatures moderate to a near abnormal level for the middle and end of the next weekend. Our main story will be the continuation of prolonged dry weather most of the week. Phase 1 is a frost advisory that issued for the bunch of 7 New England tonight. A ridge axis built from the upper Mississippi River Valley into Ontario to Great Lakes late tonight as a trail will dig into the mid-Atlantic from Ontario. The surface side pressure will build in the New England from southern Quebec, and the surface side will be really relaxed as the pressure gradient across the south of New England tonight. The only exception will be along the coastline where the gradient remains detected due to the cold front will offshore east of the region and clear skies. The light winds will be resulting in strong radiation cold. We'll see 850 HVA temperatures of 0 to 2 degrees Celsius effect from the north along with a mid of 20-degree dew points affected and then lower temperatures at the 5 percentile candidates would look very good compared to the morning's low. In a very similar pattern, with all those widespread temperatures in 30s across the interior and 40s across coastal areas as well as the freeze warnings by the eastern slopes and the Berkshires and northern Worcester County with minimum temperatures falling at below 32 degrees Fahrenheit. The rest of the interior minus the coastal areas have put out a frost advisory, and this good thing to see some of the climate sites break record minimum temperatures at sea. The prolonged dry weather across New England resulted in a very low live and dead fuel moisture, and with low relative humidity against the winds on Sunday, any fires would escape intentional contaminant and become salvage could become serious and consult your local fire warden if it finds any outdoor burning this weekend. And we get a frost warning in effect from 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. on Sunday as temperatures as low as 35 will result in frost formation of portions of Northern Connecticut and central and eastern, northeastern, and southeastern Massachusetts and northern Nevada from 1 a.m. to 8 a.m. on Sunday, and frost could kill sensitive outdoor vegetation if left uncovered. Okay, let's take a look at forecast real quick. Tonight, Petri frost after 4 a.m. Otherwise, clear skies with low about 34 degrees, north with about 3 to 7 miles per hour for Sunday. Patchy frost before 7 a.m. Otherwise, sun skies about 59 degrees, northeast with about 8 to 13 miles per hour for Sunday night. Patchy frost after 5 a.m. Otherwise, clear skies with low about 35 degrees, north with about 3 to 6 miles per hour for Monday. Patchy frost before 7 a.m. Sun skies about 62 and northeast with about 7 to 11 miles per hour, clear skies 23 miles per hour for Monday night. Clear skies about 36 degrees, north with about 3 to 5 miles per hour for Tuesday. Most of the sun skies about 67, low 52 degrees, and north with about 8 to 13 miles per hour, clear skies 24 miles per hour for Wednesday. Will be sun skies about 76 degrees, the low 52, northwest about 8 to 10 miles per hour, clear skies 20 miles per hour. And for Thursday, sun skies about 78, west wind about 3 to 6 miles per hour for Thursday night. Most of the skies about 54 degrees, southwest about 5 miles per hour coming in the evening. And for Friday, check the showers, put the sun skies about 74 and a low 53, and west wind about 5 to 7 miles per hour, clear skies 20 miles an hour, just 30%. And for Saturday, most of the skies about 73 degrees and west wind about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Right now, north and it's first skies at 62 degrees. And that's me for the Bitter Channel 5 o'clock news on this Saturday evening, September 19th, 2020. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. Hope you have a good evening with a good positive. Stay safe, be positive, be healthy, and be well. We will see you at 10 o'clock for a 10 o'clock report. Hope you have a good evening. All right.